I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity, the continuity of opportunity for stacking bands, opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, so let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come down. The bag in the G. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sick of it. Tire forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come down. The bag in the G. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. That's a drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. For the distance.
Stop, here we go. Bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go. We don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Buffalo Bills. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looking to throw right away is Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one, and to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Browns defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And Diggs has it.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
To throw is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Pass pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think
now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
On the ready. Strike. Check strike. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Hey, right.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Check smash.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
They'll run on 1st down. Beverly And they'll get him down right about the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We've called a lot of gains, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, Stat.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. This ball deep for Tony. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Setting up the screen for Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, Beverly. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something. It's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
On the set.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check view. Ready?
Back to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. That is caught, and he is going to have the Bills 1st down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Smash.
Diggs in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts, and they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, go steal.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey,
this offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ultra. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Complete to White. prior to going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Check, smash.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's right.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Strike. Ready?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. Loose inside the 30. He's got it first and maybe more. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Steal. Check, steal. Ready.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line.
2nd and 10 at the Browns' 11-yard line.
Here's Cook again. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Strike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. His ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job
and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Beverly. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there is going to leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hey, go Fury.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Smash, smash. Hut.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
There's Sam Martin now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down now, Beverly. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Faking the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Finding Cooper for a catch along the sideline. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Watson changing the play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third and 2, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Hey, cross field. Ready?
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
White. Smash. Red. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Ultra.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ready, set.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Strike. Check. Strike. Set.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Let's go now.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Check. Smash. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Watson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Watson. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Watson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Beverly, and a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On 2nd down, Beverly. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I think could take it to the house. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
52 blaster. Strike. Black Ultra. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.